Welcome to the second round of Model United Nations under the topic of quality education. We're gonna entering the opening speech session. The first floor is given the time based on the agenda setting we have done before, which is 3 minutes maximum for each person. The first floor is given to the delegation of Argentina.
Thank you to the chair, delegates, and spectators. Education is essential for the growth of our society's innovations in technology, healthcare, and farming. We think that education is an inherent human right to which every man is entitled to. We have had multiple political conflicts in the past where it was heavily restricted and controlled by the state, resulting in a decrease in the quality of our education system. Still, we are attempting to improve it, especially for underprivileged and rural populations. We passed legislations granting individuals free schooling. We also believe teacher education because we feel it is vital for progressing it. Our teacher education program requires them to become familiar with classroom theory and practices through real-world classroom experience. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, the delegation of Argentina. The next floor is given to the delegation of Australia.
Good afternoon, our Honorable Chair, fellow delegates, and distinguished guests. Education is a passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today. That's a quote by Malcolm X, which clearly states the fact that education is very, very important for our future. As a delegation of Australia, I believe that it's not only about who prepare for it, but who help to prepare for it, which teachers play a crucial role in improving the quality of education in Australia. But sadly, the greatest emergency in education right now is the growing teacher shortage across Australia. And we found out that the teachers are increasingly unhappy in their jobs. In our 2019 survey of Australian teachers, 65.6% of respondents say that they were satisfied with their work. But that number dropped to 45.8% in 2022 because of unbearable workloads, low morale, and stagnant pay. And also the performance pay, on the other hand, is based on a competition model, which only the best will receive financial rewards. By creating a competitive environment like this, has damaged collegiality, trust, and morale among teachers. As the delegate of Australia, I propose to make a better environment by stop making teachers compete each other, stop giving high pressure to the teacher, and to create a perfectly level playing field for all teachers. Thank you for listening, and good afternoon.
Thank you, the delegation of Australia. Next floor is given to the delegation of Brazil.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, and fellow citizens, today I stand before you to emphasize the urgent need for quality education in Brazil. Education is the cornerstone of progress, the key unlocking the full potential of our nation, the foundation upon which our future will be built. Quality education is not a privilege. It's a fundamental right of every Brazilian child. It is a force that can break the chain of poverty, reduce inequality, and drive economic growth. It's a catalyst for innovation, empowerment, and transformation of society. However, the challenges we face in our education system are significant. We must address issues of access, equity, and quality. We must invest in our teacher, providing them with the tools and training necessary to nurture the mind of our youth. We must create inclusive, safe, and inspiring learning environments where every child can thrive. To achieve this, we need a collaborative effort from all sectors of society: government, educators, parents, and business. We need committed to reform, innovation, and sustained investment in our education infrastructure. Today, I call all of you to join hands in this noble mission of ensuring that every child in Brazil has access to quality education. It is not just a matter of policy, it is a matter of our national identity and the future we want to build. Let us work together with unwavering determination to shape the brighter future for our children, where they can dream, learn, and excel. Quality education is not just an aspiration, it is the cornerstone of our nation's progress. Together we can make it reality. Thank you.
Thank you, the delegation of Brazil. Next word is given to the delegation of Canada.
Honorable Chair, fellow delegates, and distinguished audience. Canada recognizes its unique position in influencing the quality education all over the world. With one of the best countries recognized with the educational system, Canada understands and empathy with the desire of developed nations to maintain their educational system. As such, Canada plans to be a liaison between developing and developed nations. The practice of developed country by maximizing the educational standards while at the same time minimizing the barriers in order to keep the balance between the issue excited and prevented for their own benefits is of the human's corner. Canada believes that a more equitable distribution of public school with particular nation standards in the best interest of the entire education world and will support resolution that initiate growth in developing country. Thank you.
Thank you, the delegation of Canada. The next word is given to the delegation of China.
Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, over the past decade, major progress has been made towards increasing access to education and school enrollment rates at all levels, particularly for girls. Yet 3 years from the adoption of the 2030 Agenda, the COVID-19 pandemic, the climate crisis, and the rising conflict and inequalities have all threatened progress in the SDGs, including in quality education. More than 90% of the world's children have their education interrupted by the pandemic, the largest disruption of education systems in the entire history of humanity. For many students, especially girls and young women, this break may become permanent, with potential consequences for their futures and the future generations that follow. As the torchbearers of the 2030 Agenda, young people are the great hope of tomorrow, the strongest and loudest voices calling for change. They embody hope for better, innovative, and more effective solutions to the world's challenges. We are reminded that young people are leading the struggle for climate action and mobilizing for racial and social justice while putting forward innovative solutions that advance progress and inspire change. Their anxieties are real, and we need to ensure that their voices are heard and their needs are met, because we cannot achieve the future we want without them. Thank you.
Thank you, the delegation of China. The next floor is given to the delegation of France.
Honorable Chair, fellow delegates, and distinguished guests. Our government recognizes the global importance of quality education for pupils, particularly those in their earlier years. We believe that it's a child's right to have a good quality education and is fundamental for most countries that lack fundamental school education. So due to the lack of basic needs caused by the lack of national budget, such as undertrained teachers, and students who do not have the basic teaching materials such as notebooks, textbooks, pens, papers, and blackboards. We believe that if countries around the world boost their investment on quality education, poorer countries will push the thing they need to get out of poverty, because it teaches young people all across the world how to thrive, and grow in a functional society. If impoverished countries invest in long-term investments, it could lead to economic growth. According to a study published in 2021 by Stanford University, it is shown that increasing education in disciplines related to math, science, abilities was responsible for 75% of global GDP growth between 1960 and 2000. So on behalf of France, I ask you today, with your assistance, we can increase the spending budget of quality education around the world for pupils globally, since our government believes that in France and countries around the world need the basic education they need. Thank you, Chair and fellow delegates.
Thank you, the delegation of France. The next floor is given to the delegation of India.
Good afternoon, honorable hosts, visitants, and representatives of each country participating in this event. I'm standing here as a representative of India. The quality of education is not good, and the government is not doing enough to improve the education system. There are many private schools in India which are providing good quality education, but the fees of these schools are very high, so only rich people can afford to send their children to these schools. One of the main reasons of poor quality education in India is a lack of trained and qualified teachers. According to the report by the National Sample Survey Organization, nearly one-third of the teachers in India do not have the necessary qualifications to teach. Another issue is the outdated curriculum in many schools. The curriculum in most Indian schools is based on rote learning, which focuses on memorization rather than understanding. Students' social and economic status also plays a significant role in determining their education quality. The delegate of India proposed that the government must ensure that all teachers are adequately trained and qualified to teach, and to support the education system in India by developing any infrastructure needed, making program compulsory education for basic education for elementary school to at least junior high school. So there is no lower literary rate, with affordable fee, even free schools for poor people. All children, whether boy or girl, deserve to be educated. The representative of India really appreciate every country's effort for the improvement of quality education. Thank you.
Thank you, the delegation of India. The next floor is given to the delegation of Indonesia.
Honorable Chair, distinguished delegates, today we gather here with a shared vision to the pressing issue of quality education, not only in Indonesia, but also for all nations in need. Like other countries, Indonesia wants to improve its education. The government has initiated several reforms aimed at enhancing the quality education and accessibility of education. However, despite this commendable effort, Indonesia acknowledges the challenge still remains. To address this challenge, we propose a comprehensive approach which shall 1. Endorse equitable access. We will focus on providing quality education to all, regardless of their socio-economic background, location, or genders. This means that every child has the opportunity to learn. Second, improving the quality education. We will invest in modernizing curriculum that more relevant to change in society needs and adopting innovative teaching methods. Third, investing in teachers and infrastructure. Our educators are the backbones of a successful education system. Better trained teachers and well-equipped schools are the key to achieving quality education for all. This global assembly lets us join our hands together to overcome this challenge. The future of our child, our nation, and our world depends on the decision we make today. Thank you.
Thank you, the delegation of Indonesia. The next word is given to the delegation of Italy.
Honorable delegates, esteemed chairs, and distinguished guests, today we convene to address a matter of profound importance that resonates not only within the borders of Italy, but reverberates across the globe. The pursuit of quality education in Italy, in the backdrop of Italy's rich cultural heritage, historical contribution to art and acknowledge, and its commitment to progress. We acknowledge the vital role that education plays in shaping the future of this great nation. Italy has long been for its world-class universities, historical education institution, and the profound impact of its cultural and scientific achievements. However, it is crucial to recognize the challenges that persist within the Italian education system. Disparities in educational outcomes, teacher shortage, inclusivity, and limited access to modern digital learning resources are issues that require our utmost attention. As delegates representing various nations, we are entrusted with the responsibility to engage in constructive dialogue, propose innovative solutions, and foster international collaboration to ensure that every child in Italy, regardless of their background, has access to a quality education. Let us, united in purpose, work toward reform that promote equal educational opportunities, invest in our educator, and harness the power of technology to bridge the gaps in the pursuit of knowledge. By doing so, we not only uplift the future of Italy, but contribute to be a more educated, informed, and interconnected world. Grazie.
Thank you, the delegation of Italy. The next word is given to the delegation of Japan. Yes, the delegation of Saudi Arabia, you've been recognized.
Point of privilege
Yes?
to go to the restroom.
Yes, you may.
Good afternoon, Honorable Chair, fellow delegates, and distinguished guests. Thank you for according us your time to deliberate this speech. Japan, committed to quality education, is a model for the world. It's a system that prioritizes hard work, discipline, creativity, and character development. Education is the cornerstone of personal and societal development. It is through education we can empower the youth to become the leaders and innovators of the future. However, we must acknowledge that not all students in Japan have equal access to quality education. Economic background, location, various and other factors can create disparities in educational opportunity. And this inequality is a fundamental issue we need to tackle. Let us serve for an educational system where everyone has the opportunity to learn, grow, and achieve their dreams. Arigatou gozaimasu.
Thank you, the delegate of Japan. The next floor is given to the delegation of Korea.
Honorable Chair, esteemed delegates, the delegate of Republic of South Korea is delighted to be part of this MUN conference. I would like to warmly welcome each and every one of you, esteemed delegates and attendees. We are all here today, united by an unassailable purpose: the exchange and sharing of well-pondered thoughts that our intellectual labor has endowed us with. Defined by resolve rather than mere desire, I harbor sincere hopes for cooperative work from our end towards actualizing those collective dreams we share, achieving unparalleled success in our respective countries, staying close on top priority. This result doesn't merely signify another feather in my cap of or mark an important public appearance. Rather, it imbues me now before several distinguished individuals with excitement as well as responsibility to address some pertinent issues concerning quality education, a topic known far too often to spark spirited discussions globally. Moreover, let's shape up robust resolutions worn out during these meetings, serving an exemplary milestones trailblazing paths through challenges education system worldwide face currently. The quintessential onslaught posed against egalitarian societies envisioned where everyone, irrespective grades or backgrounds, get fair turns at advancing their growth using premium quality educational resources accessible across socio-economic barriers. Thank you for all your attention.
Thank you, the delegation of Korea. Yes, the delegation of Japan, you've been recognized.
A point of personal privilege. May I go to the restroom?
Yes, please.
Thank you.
The delegation of India, you've been recognized.
Point of personal privilege. May I go to the restroom?
Yes, you may. The delegation of Mexico, the floor is yours.
Good afternoon, Honorable Chair, fellow delegates, and distinguished guests. Education plays as an important role in the world. However, the issue of access of quality education is still a problem for every country, including Mexico's. Mexicans face many barriers to receiving a quality education, and our issues are to our teacher equality, curriculum and learning materials, and technology integration. Mexico strongly believed that by prioritizing these four essential elements, increased supply of qualified teachers, increased the curriculum and learning materials, and improved education facilities, we can build a future where every individual has the opportunity to reach their full potential. Quality education is not just a goal, it is a fundamental human right and a catalyst for sustainable development. Let us join hands, fulfill our shared responsibilities, and pave the way towards a world where education is a beacon of hope and empowerment for all. Gracias. I return to the chair.
Thank you to the delegation of Mexico. The next floor is given to the delegation of Russia.
Good afternoon, members of United Nations and honored guests. The Russia Federation and the future role of quality education, the sustainable element, the sustainable development goal 4. We are the full commitment and improving education system worldwide. The Russia, our education system has deep-rooted tradition and highest academic excellence. We offer a free and compulsory education for children aged 6 to 15, with a strong expansion of science, technology, and digital innovation. Our efforts have to lead to highland skill works and significant contributed to global science. The activity of our international collaboration and student exchange contributed to the global knowledge sharing. Knowledge we acknowledge exploration in the education access in the need for a more and different curriculum that nurtures critical thinking and creativity. Teacher training remains a profound for us. The 30 challenges we propose global cooperation to bring education gaps, differentiable curricula action, teacher development, remote, digital vision, and foster in an international partnership. Russia dedication ensure education quality for all, and we are anticipate production discount and creation. Thank you.
Thank you to the delegation of Russia. Yes, the delegation of Mexico, you've been recognized.
Personal privilege. Can I go to the restroom?
Yes, you may.
Thank you.
The next floor is given to the delegation of Saudi Arabia. Yes, the delegation of Canada, you've been recognized.
Yes. Point of personal privilege. May I go to toilet?
Yes, you may.
Good afternoon to our honorable chair and fellow delegates. The delegation of Saudi Arabia realized the importance of equal education for all backgrounds. Saudi Arabia has made a major effort to make a better environment, for example, making free education and health services for all citizens. However, not all the schools have the same quality. From data, 49.5% of schools complain of shortages and resources such as materials and teachers, compared with an average of 27.1 in Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. This is due to the policy that they only accept Muslim teachers. Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Ministry of Interior, Ministerial Agency, Civil Affairs, 1954. The delegates of Saudi Arabia believe there are possible solutions. First, to assist our teachers in the form of programs and trainings aboard. Second, to fund more schools in their requirements and needs. Thank you. We appreciate your time and attention.
Thank you, the delegation of Saudi Arabia. The next floor is given to the delegation of Turkey.
Greetings, Honorable Chair and fellow delegates. Turkey's educational system is currently facing the challenge of increasing its quality to respond to the growth and competitiveness ambitions of the country while reducing inequalities, expanding quality early childhood education, getting better teachers, developing a more efficient and equitable financing system, strengthening the role of information for accountability are key to improving the quality and equity of basic education in Turkey. Thank you.
Thank you, the delegation of Turkey. The next floor is given to the delegation of United Kingdom.
Ladies and gentlemen, today we are here to talk about the important issues in United Kingdom, the quality of education. This issue matters to all of us, especially as we think about our future. Now, let's talk about education. If a young person deserves a chance to go to a great school and learn lots of things, but unfortunately, not all schools are the same. Some areas have better schools than others, and that's not fair. We are working hard to make sure all kids can access excellent education, no matter where they live. We also want to make our lesson more inclusive by teaching about different culture and histories. We want everyone to feel folded and included in their education. We are making sure that our teachers are well trained and happy in their job so they can teach us better. And we are taking care of our mental health at school because feeling good is important for learning. Thank you.
Thank you, the delegation of United Kingdom. The last floor of opening speech given to the delegation of United States of America. The floor is yours.
Thank you. Welcome back. Honorable Chair, distinguished delegates, the key to build a great country is through education. The United States, with 340 million population, have the same opportunity to gain all the information to answer all the challenges in all part of life. We believe that educators and professionals play significant roles to make a better future. To keep up with the great faith, there are always obstacles we face. We experience that there are two main challenges to education, and these are mostly global. The first one is teachers. The second challenge is facilities. How do we accept to gain better education without qualified teachers and good facilities? Honorable delegates, US know that education for teachers is important, so providing them with scholarship, teacher exchange program, and teacher training would be the solution for this case. We are humbled to work together with other nations that has been successful to bring their education system into high levels such as UK, Canada, Germany, Australia, Finland, Singapore, Netherlands, France, and South Korea. Second thing is about facilities. The government should accommodate building, teaching, and learning equipment and technology to support their
teaching, and learning activities. Honorable delegates, we are the world, we are the children. Let us make a better place for education in this beautiful planet. Thank you.
Thank you, the delegation of USA, and thank you for all the delegates for the opening speech. We hope we get a clear pictures of what the specific topic the delegates wants to tackle in this quality education session. Due to the time, I reduced the time for debate to 15 minutes. Is there any motion on the floor regarding the form of the debate? Yes, delegation of Mexico, you've been recognized.
Motion for the debate to stay informal.
Motion for the debate to be informal. Those in favor? This motion passed. We have 15 minutes informal debate. By the end of the debate, please submit your draft of resolution to the chair. Yes, this Saudi Arabia?
Motion to increase the debate time to 20 minutes.
I'm sorry, but the chair has decided that the debate time is 15 minutes. We have 15 minutes and moderate debate starting from now. Yes, the delegation of Australia? Is there any other draft of resolution to be proposed? Seeing none, we discussed the draft of resolution 2.1 presented by the delegation of Mexico, sponsored by Italy, Canada, France, China, Japan, Turkey, and Korea. For the delegation of Mexico, along with the sponsor, the floor is yours. Delegation of Canada, are you part of the sponsor? Okay, thank you. You may continue.
The delegate of Mexico, supported by Italy, China, Japan, France, Korea, along with the signatories, Argentina, USA, Brazil, Korea, Russia, and United Kingdom. Number 1, higher national budget for education on schools under academic years, especially those in underprivileged areas, such as pay for the teacher materials and pay for the student materials. 2, make anxiety-related programs to lower anxiety rates for students around the world. 3, train the teachers that are under training to make sure that the students have the basic education they need. Number 4, make schools cheaper by paying school fees so that schools became more equal, so that way poorer students can coexist together in the same school. Thank you.
Thank you, the delegation of Mexico and the sponsors. Is there any point of information regarding the draft of resolution 2.1? Yes, delegation of Argentina.
Question for Japan. Your country has done a great job in shaping the quality education and to be equal for all. However, there's a very worrying number of depression and suicides of students, 514 in 2022. With one of the reasons is because the academic pressure. What is your steps to tackle this problem?
Delegation of Japan, you've been recognized.
Thank you to the delegation of Argentina. By 2022, we are running to the online mental health check for the students to prevent child suicide. For Persistor has been running effectively, and we are looking forward to improve the system to provide a better screening to prevent child suicide.
Thank you, Thank you, delegation of Japan. Is there any other point of information regarding draft of resolution 2.1? Yes, delegation of Australia.
Question for China. What can you suggest to the better implementation of quality education?
Implementing open door policy. For many years back, we have sent our teachers to be trained and learn from other systems in other countries that excel in quality education. By that, they can implement what they have learned to the system we have and also teach their fellow teachers.
Thank you, the delegation of China. Is there any other point of information? Seeing none, we can move to the draft of resolution 2.2 presented by Saudi Arabia, India, Argentina, Indonesia, US, and Australia. Thank you very much for the delegation of Mexico along with the sponsors. All delegates, please pay full attention to the draft of resolution. Thank you.
Sponsors by Saudi Arabia, India, Argentina, Indonesia, US, Australia, Brazil, and Canada. Topic: quality education. Affirming delegates bearing mind that it is time for us to hand in hand see that teachers and children in our countries must have the best opportunities in quality education. Having considered some problems, for example, first, lack of qualified teachers. Second, poor facilities and supporting teachers in the classrooms. Third, to have equal education for all backgrounds. Fourth, outdated curriculums. Having these problems, here are some possible solutions. By making more programs for teachers, like training them aboard. Second, improve quality education. We still invest in modernizing curriculum that more relevant to change in society needs and adopting innovative teachers' methods. Third, to have equal access education for all backgrounds and all genders. Fourth, students should not only focus on memorizing but also focus on their studies. We know that by supporting us, we can make a better privilege for all students and teachers in all countries. Thank you.
Thank you, delegation of Saudi Arabia and the sponsors. Is there any motion on the floor regarding resolution 2.2? Yes, delegation of Mexico, you've been recognized.
Question for India. It says here your country has been facing numerous problems in education over the years. One of the reasons is the lack of qualified teachers. Nearly 1/3 of teachers do not have the qualification to teach. On the other hand, we need more and more teachers to ensure the students have a teacher to teach them. What has you done so far?
Thank you, Delegate of Mexico. We have pushed the agenda to have more and more teachers training with qualified instructor. In the meantime, we have provided various training programs such as in-service training, pre-service training, refresher training, and induction training.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, the delegate of Mexico and India. Is there any other point of information? Yes, delegation of Korea.
Question for Indonesia. As one of the largest countries in Southeast Asia, with more than 17,000 islands, how do you ensure there is an equal access for educational for all?
Access is the one of the main problems in many areas in Indonesia, including education. Some meaningful effort had been made to tackle this problem, such as investing 20% of our early budget to education sector by 2022. We have opened more than 4,000 nation road in many province. Trains our teacher by Guru Penggerak program, as well as injecting more funding to school and to their activities. Equal access in education, still long journey in Indonesia, but we are very optimistic that we can achieve it in the years coming.
Is there any motion on the floor? Yes, delegation of France.
Question for Argentina. As one of two countries of Latin Americans in this forum, what have you done so far in stopping the femicide in your region and other Latin American countries, given the number of 4,445 cases in 2021?
I'm sorry, delegation of France. We're talking about quality education. Your questions related to gender equality. Is there any motion on the floor? Yes, delegation of Italy.
How do we effectively create inclusivity in our education system?
Delegates?
Excuse me, can you repeat?
How do we effectively create inclusivity in our education system?
Thank you, Delegate of Italy. At the school level, teachers must be trained, buildings must be refurbished, students must receive accessible learning materials. At the community level, stigma and discrimination must be tackled. Individuals need to be educated on the benefit of inclusive education. At the national level, governments must align laws and policies with the Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities. Regularly collect and analyze data to ensure children are reached with effective services.
Thank you, delegation of Italy and India. Is there any other point of information? Yes, delegation of China.
Question for Indonesia. What laws have you added for the high rate of failure of your country? To lower the high failure of your country.
Excuse me, can you repeat?
Can you rephrase the question, please?
What laws have you added to lower the failure rate of your country for Indonesia?
What laws have you made?
Guru penggerak problem. A problem.
Guru Penggerak program.
Is there any other point of information? Yes, delegation of Japan.
Please be specific with the point of improving teachers.
Improving teachers by making teachers going abroad, they can learn from other countries, because in some of our countries, teachers only, in my country specifically, only teachers can be, from Muslim teachers can contribute to schools' activities and school programs. Any other question?
Any other point of information? Delegation of Mexico, you've been recognized.
What equipment have you prepared for the teacher training?
For now, nothing yet.
I'm sorry, but we're talking about the draft of resolution. For the implementation is another topic. Thank you. Is there any point of information? Seeing none, we thank Saudi Arabia and the sponsors for the draft of resolution. You may return to your seat. We will move directly to the voting. Those in favor for the draft of resolution 2.1 presented by delegation of Mexico, sponsored by Italy, Canada, France, China, Japan, Turkey, and Korea to be applied. Those in favor for resolution 2.2 to be applied. Resolution 2.1 get 9 votes. Resolution 2.2 get 11 votes. Congratulations. Resolution 2.2 passed. Thank you, everyone, for all your efforts for this Model United Nation. Let's create a better world for all genders and create a better quality of education for all. Thank you very much. See you in the next MUN.
Thank you.